Well, g'day, good afternoon, good evening, maybe good morning or good whatever it is, wherever you're listening into us across this big musical world on the World Wide Web. Greetings and welcome to Australian Radio Indie Music Scene, broadcast and podcast with Dingo and Jonesy.
Yes.
This is episode 11. If you've missed an episode, feel free to go back and watch older episodes. Just search Australian Radio Indie on YouTube, or you know what? Just click on videos.
You can do that, and we're getting lots of repeat views now. Seriously, that's fantastic on YouTube.
That's me going back and just making sure I'm checking out my mistakes.
Hundreds of times?
Hundreds of times.
Okay, well, keep doing it. You're doing a good job.
Okay, as we broadcast this show for the first time on Monday night at 6 p.m. here on the Central Coast of New South Wales, Australia, it's 3 p.m. in Hong Kong, midday in Dushanbe, Tajikistan. One of the stands. One of the stands. We'll get through all the stands eventually.
I used to have a good mate called Stan, but we'll continue on, and we'll get them to sponsor us. What do you reckon?
I think so. The
pay TV network.
Yeah. Anyway, where do we get up to? It's 8 a.m. in Rome, Italy, and 11 p.m. in Cancun, Mexico, where I imagine Dave Evans, king of all badasses, is maybe enjoying a late night drink.
Oh, I hope so. He just sent me a message. Actually, he's on one of the local TV stations. Yeah, the 17th, that's a few days away. Or it could be when this comes out on YouTube, it could be, it could be on. But if you're hearing it on radio on the 17th of, where are we? November.
Yeah, it's still November.
Yep.
The radio show is also broadcast later on the week. The YouTube episode will premiere online from midday on Friday. Well, that'll be Friday the 20th. But after that, you can watch or stream anytime. Good afternoon to Mikio listening in Chiba, Japan. Good evening to Robert listening in St. Helens, Tasmania. And an early good morning to Fred listening in Toronto, Canada.
Hey, Fred. Love Fred.
Also, a big shout out to DJ Rhino, Berserker99 and Karen for their kind comments.
Yeah, Berserker99, he's another muso. And thanks very much, Karen.
Yeah, if you want a shout out to you or your town, leave a comment and your name and location in the YouTube comments, or email Jonesy and we'll be sure to mention you.
Yeah, on the social you can get us on Facebook if that's the way you want to do it. Just go to Australian Radio Indie and leave a comment and a message. Yeah, that'll be great to hear from you.
And thanks for your positive feedback from last week's show with Matt Scullion. 1868 was a great song and a story about Australia's first cricket team that was Indigenous.
And where were we, my good friend?
Anyway, we just had a bit of technical microphone dingo issues there.
I should never let him try to help me set up.
Well, anyway.
I was running late, but
anyway.
I'll take anyone's help, to be honest. So
I know we've previously played some of Matt's witty songs, but make sure you go back and check out podcast 10 if you missed it.
He's got such a great catalogue, Matt Scullion, and 1868's just got this fantastic Australian history. So I hope it really does well for him.
I hope so as well. Hope so. If you've got a suggestion or observation or flying a plane above us, don't be shy. Leave us a comment. So what's coming up? I'm sure we'll ramble. Maybe even Jonesy will have a rant. We've definitely got some new music and a long interview with this week's guest. But before all of that, Jonesy, what did you get up to this week?
This was one of those weeks where I had to catch up on some radio interviews, some programs for programming for WHER in North Carolina.
Okay.
That's the new logo now. So it's What's Happening Entertainment Radio is now you are listening to WHER.
Yeah, WHER, okay.
Yeah, that's the new one.
Right.
Yeah, they're good guys over there, Tim and Tony. That's the whole reason we started the old podcast series for Music Scene.
Yeah, okay.
But apart from all that being extremely busy, I've done nothing. Nothing outside of the house, outside of the studio and the house as well.
Oh, keeps you busy. Keeps your mind on the job, Jonesy.
I'll tell you what, I've been busy that way then.
Okay.
How about you, my friend? What have you been doing?
Well, not much, about the same as you. My garden, it's still going great guns. I got cucumbers. My cucumbers are going great guns.
Should see the size of my capsicums.
That's what the actress said to the bishop, or the bishop said to the actress.
And they got that. I've never grown or grew capsicums before, and they've got that look about them myself as well. They just sort of droop down.
Okay, that's enough. This is PG Rio. Anyway, been listening.
I can't wait till they turn green.
Been listening.
Maybe even red.
Well, yeah. But Anyway, I've been listening to some new music. There's so much new music out there at the moment, and doing some yard work. Also started recording some radio programs for you.
Oh, great stuff, great stuff.
And speaking of new music, hey, AC/DC got a new album. Now, I know they're not indie, but they are Australian.
Oh, yeah, and it's got that flavour of AC/DC written right over the top of it. It's just classic AC/DC.
I was reading about the making of it, so we might talk about that later or next program anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Tell you what, we've got some great indie bands that base themselves. They say they don't, but I'll tell you what, if you hear these bands, you'll know that they're heavily influenced by that style of music.
Well, I know.
If you grew up with it and it's in your blood, that's what you think, and that's how you write, I suppose.
And that's it. I know that some wags would say, well, how many albums has AC/DC put out? And yes, whether it's however many, some people say just one. They just keep repeating the same.
But can you remember we had Dennis Val from Love Child on in episode 2, was it? Or it could have been 3 maybe? Mm-hmm. It was early in the series, and he said exactly that. He said, look, I love them guys to death. I could listen to their music all the time, but I've only ever purchased one album because, hey, that's enough.
Yeah, the new one, I've listened to a couple of songs. Yeah, they're not too bad. Different lyrics.
Lyrics, yeah.
Similar riffs.
Similar riffs, yeah, but it works, hey. If
that's what the crowd want.
Why would you break something that's never been broken?
Yeah, anyway. Enough chat.
Hey, before we leave that, what about the good man Dave Evans? We talked about him earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
He quit that, he left that band early in the piece after a couple of songs, like when they were just kicking off. And you think that was that's how the dice roll.
It's how the dice roll. Lots of people, I guess.
Yeah, but it's
at the beginning of a band go different ways.
They do, and you can see the edge that they tried to change to, because he was that smooth. A follower of great sort of rock singing, and then they went with a guy who sung like Bon Scott. He only sung folk in a folk band, and he goes, "Nah, mate, I can sing that sort of stuff for you," because he was their roadie. Mm-hmm. And lo and behold, out comes the legend himself, and it just grew exponentially. How's that?
Yeah, exponentially. Anyway, enough chat. Let's get some music on. Bryce Sainty is a local artist. He won the local country radio station's brand new star. He also was a finalist in the Toyota Star Maker a few years back, and he continues to have ongoing success. He has over 1 million Spotify streams in the past year and has released his new song On the Weekend. Yep, that's the name of the song, not when he released it. Jonesy, make it so. Bryce Sainty, On the Weekend.
Spinning wheels of rebel hearts, the kind of freedom we can touch, running on the speed of love, everything ahead of us. That sounds so good to me. Turn the radio up, roll the windows down. Let's keep driving, killing time until the sun runs out, making those summer nights into our glory days. Let's light it up again, 'cause we can on the weekends. Feel the whisper in the air, taking us to anywhere. There's nowhere that we gotta be, but right here sounds so good to me. Turn the radio up, roll the windows down. Let's keep driving, killing time until the sun runs out, making those summer nights into our glory days. Let's light it up again, 'cause we can on the weekend. So fast, wishing we could make it last.
Australian Radio. Indie.
Jonesy, what do you think?
Bryce Sainty, I remember when I was at the other country station, I got a few songs from him, and he went well in their local star thing as well, as I recall.
Yep, he did. He did.
A few years ago?
Yeah, he won that. That was a few years ago.
Yep.
Anyway, it's a great song by Bryce. Find out more by visiting brycesainty.com. Before we introduce our next guest, let's open the video vault to enjoy one of their songs. Kiss Me Like You Miss Me was released in early 2019 by Chelsea Berman. This song featured in our first episode, but it's time to revisit.
Nice. Yep, I like this one.
Yeah, you like this one?
Yep.
Yeah, well, because after we open the vault and listen to the song, fingers crossed we'll have Chelsea on the line. Don't forget to check out the wait around the 2-minute mark in the video.
That's right, we got a celebrity.
It's a great 2-second performance by yours truly, Jonesy. Make it so.
Yeah, I'll have a cappuccino hot, please.
Oh, I don't do coffee.
I got your picture hanging right by my bedside. First thing I see when I wake up, last before I sleep at night. Keep second guessing, you might be the one. I'm so consumed, caught up in you, that I get nothing done. Can't seem to put my phone down, can't wait for you to come around. Counting down the days till I can say, boy, kiss me like you miss me, like couldn't wait to be with me, like it's gonna be the last time for a while. Love on me like Romeo, like you'll never let me go, like you wanna be there my whole life. Boy, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me like you miss me. I wonder if I'm running round in your head. I guess a girl can dream, don't wanna leave anything unsaid. Take you're the spring in my step, that memory I won't forget. Counting down the days till I can say, boy, kiss me like you miss me, like couldn't wait to be with me, like it's gonna be the last time for a while. Love on me like Romeo, like you'll never let me go, like you wanna be there my whole life. Boy, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me like you miss me. Lips meet my heart, skips a beat, it's like you wrote it, swear me off my feet. Kiss me like you miss me, like couldn't wait to be with me, like it's gonna be the last time for a while. Love on me like Romeo, like you'll never let me go, like you wanna be there my whole life. Boy, kiss me, kiss me, oh, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me like you miss me. Ooh, yeah. Kiss me like you miss me. Oh, do you miss me?
Australian Radio Indie. Streaming Australian music on the World Wide Web.
That's a great song by Chelsea.
It is a great song by Chelsea.
I know you love it. I know you love it. We might ask Chelsea about that song. Anyway, wonders of modern technology. Let's have a look. Chelsea, are you there?
Hello, I am.
Wow. Welcome to Australian Radio Indie. We're talking to Chelsea Berman about her recent release, Your Call. But you know what? We might throw in a few extra questions. Before we talk about your recent release, let's get some background on yourself for our audience who may not be familiar with your work. Chelsea is a local Central Coast girl. Prior to COVID, she was performing regularly across the coast and also at festivals and events as both a support act and in her own right. Now, I know she lives on the coast, but are you on the coast at the moment or are you working elsewhere today?
I'm actually on the way to a gig in Taree, and it's my first gig in about 8 months, so it's very exciting.
Wow, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Sounds great. Taree too, nice up the mid-north coast. It's lovely.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's lovely there.
Jonesy and I just opened up your video back catalogue and we were watching and sharing with our audience your Kiss Me Like You Miss Me, your outstanding video release from early 2019. With the number of songs you have released and your career achievements to date, that seems so much longer ago than 2019. Where did the idea come from? It does, doesn't it? Where did the idea come from for that song?
Yeah, so I wrote that one with Troy Kemp, and really I just wanted to write a fun song. This is my first time writing with him, so I didn't really know what to expect. But yeah, obviously an awesome experience. And the title was actually his idea. I came up with it a few days before, and he thought it would be a really perfect song for us to write together. So that's what we did.
That song opened many doors for you, including as a finalist in the 2019 Toyota Star Maker. What was it like performing in front of the crowds at Tamworth?
Oh, it was awesome. It was quite nerve-wracking, that gig in particular, because I guess there's just so much that goes into that process, and you know, all the different interviews and the press and really practicing our songs and getting ready for that one performance. So it was quite nerve-wracking, but it was a lot of fun and definitely a wonderful experience.
Yes, and that was early on in your, well, I guess early on in your commercial career, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was quite early on. Definitely something that I didn't expect so early on, so I was very grateful for that.
Yeah, for those who are just listening, make sure you check out the video by Chelsea on YouTube.
Yeah, I reckon it's got a fantastic hook and chorus that just drags you in, and once you hear it, it's sort of like an earworm, sticks in your head for a while, and you walk around the house and you're humming away, kiss me like you miss me.
Thank you. That's good. That was our aim.
That was the aim. Anyway, you started performing at the age of 8. Did you come from a musical family?
Not really. You know, my parents always played music around the house, not them playing themselves, you know, listening to music. So I think I just, was always surrounded by music and loved it. But no, not particularly a musical family, I wouldn't say.
So who were your musical influences at the time and along the way?
Oh, my first one was Hilary Duff at about age 8. I think that's what I was loving at the time. So she was an influence, but now I think that's changed a bit. Definitely in my kind of country music career, it's been people like Chelsea Berman, Casey Musgraves, Maren Morris, some of those amazing Nashville female artists have definitely been very inspiring to me and have really kind of shaped my music because I've taken a lot of inspiration from their music as well.
Yeah, there's some you've rattled off some great female artists there, some really nice artists there. Since your appearance at the 2019 Toyota Star Maker, you won the 2019 Market the Music Emerging Artist Scholarship. You've also released a number of other songs, including Wherever I Go and Can You Just Not. Both songs gained commercial radio play and enjoy streaming success and cement your future as not only a singer but also as a songwriter. In 2020... despite the interruptions of COVID, and I know it's hard for you, the cancellation of your trip to Nashville, you signed your first. You signed your first publishing deal. You got to be happy about signing a deal.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that was very exciting. That was kind of at the start of the year, and it kind of put everything on a good note. But then, everything kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, well, the good thing about going downhill from there, you're on the same boat as everybody else in this crazy year of 2020.
Exactly, yeah. I think it's been a struggle for everyone, so I'm definitely not alone in that.
Yeah, speaking of songwriting, I know Wherever I Go is based on your personal story of moving away from home, but Can You Just Not seems a fun, upbeat, sassy song. What's the backstory of Can You Just Not?
Yeah, again, not really any kind of personal experience that went into Can You Just Not. I really just kind of, again, this one was with Troy Kemp and Jeremy Barnes, and I just kind of went in there wanting to write a real sassy song and really show off, I guess, that side of my personality. So, yeah, we kind of started writing it, and then we got to the end of the chorus, and that Can You Just Not line came to be, and we just thought that was perfect. So that's kind of what shaped the rest of the song.
And a great video to boot.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to film.
Yeah, the lorikeets are flying. We're broadcasting outside, and the lorikeets just decided to fly right around us. But, yeah, how'd you go with working with Jeremy? Did he try to put a lot of guitar solo work in? He must have had a hand in the lead guitar break.
Yeah, he definitely. I don't think he tried to put in too many solos, so that was okay. But yeah, he definitely put in some cool guitar parts. And I was a bit sad because I'm obviously not a skilled guitar player, so I couldn't play them when I play live. But when I do play with other musicians, they do it well, so that's good.
Yeah, no, he's a legend, the old Jeremy. He knows how to play that six-stringer, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure. He's awesome.
Jonesy, perhaps before we talk about your call, Chelsea's latest, let's watch Can You Just Not? Make It So.
Can You Just Not? Here it comes.
Okay.
Throughout that mixtape from our high school days, we almost wore out on that summer break. Throughout your ball cap and your faded tee with that old shoebox full of memories. When I see you around, I know how it goes down. It's like I know your every move. I walk in, you walk up, and damn, here we go again. You're so desperate, but I'm so done, and you know I just say no again. You can bitch, you can moan, you can blow on my phone, but there ain't no way you're taking me home. So before you take another shot, can you just not? I left you spec key at your front door, 'cause I don't need it, won't need it anymore. I left you sick, hey, and your promise ring before I left you, and didn't feel a thing. When I see you now, I know how it turns out. It's like I know your every move. I walk in, you walk up, and damn, here we go again. You're so desperate, but I'm so done, and you know I just say no again. You can bitch, you can moan, you can blow on my phone, but there ain't no way you're taking me home. So before you take another shot, can you just leave it alone? Can you just move on? You know that I'm already gone. All the lying and cheating just got to me, and better off on my own. I walk in, you walk up, and then here we go again. You're so desperate, but I'm so done, and you know I'll just say no again. You can bitch, you can moan, you can blow on my phone, but there ain't no way you're taking me home. So before you take another shot, before you take another shot, oh, before you take another shot, can you just not?
It's Australian Radio Indie. Streaming live on the World Wide Web.
Very nice song, great song and great video.
Well, that's the first time I've seen it, so yep, looking good.
Looking good. Chelsea, thanks for continuing to talk to us. Your Call is your latest single and soon-to-be-released video clip. In comparison to some of your other songs, it's a slower ballad that highlights an emotional side to your writing. Can you tell our audience the story of Your Call?
Yeah, so this one is definitely different to my other ones, but yeah, I did really want to kind of write something that was really emotional and really vulnerable and to show a different side to my, songwriting and my music as a whole, I guess. But yeah, this one I wrote with Melanie Dyer and Michael Carpenter. And I did go into the writing session wanting to write this song about kind of being someone's plan B or someone's, second choice. But it was more around kind of being someone's second choice in friendship and those kind of relationships. So that's what we went in with, but we kind of changed it as it went on to be about this, relationship and this toxic relationship with this girl always waiting for, this guy to call her, and she's just waiting by the phone, which I think, a lot of people have related to in their life. But I think, everyone can relate to that kind of underlying theme of being someone's second choice for sure.
Yeah, working with two great songwriters, you just spoke about Troy Kemp and then Michael Carpenter. Can you pick a difference between how they work? Like how different was it working with Michael compared to working with Troy?
Oh, yeah, I think they're both definitely different. I think for Michael, because he is, a producer, he definitely was thinking more about the musical side of things and really getting that, going first before he kind of wrote the rest of the song. Whereas I think for Troy, he really focused on the melody and the lyrics and really kind of get something really catchy, and then we kind of write around that. So, yeah, definitely two different writers, but both incredible to work with.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting. And it sounds like we've had both of those artists on our show before. It's interesting for an outsider to hear how the artist feels when they work with such prolific songwriters.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely.
And Michael being a fabulous musician. So, how much did Michael contribute to the music side of Your Call?
Yeah, so for Your Call, I guess with the production side of things, I actually, in COVID, I couldn't, travel, obviously. So I actually ended up working with a local producer for the production side of things. So I worked with Rod McCormack for this single and for a few of the upcoming ones. But definitely in the writing process, it really helped, working with a producer and a musician, because he could really kind of get those foundations in place, and then I could kind of take them into the recording process. So it definitely helped a lot.
Yeah, my mistake there. Well, that was Rod McCormack, the wonderful producer and musician on the coast. Sorry. So when are you going to release the video?
Yeah, so it is out on Monday. The date is Monday the 16th of November, so very soon.
Yes, very soon. We'll be broadcasting this Monday on radio, so that'll be out today.
Yeah, and you'll be able to put the video into the podcast.
Into the film clip.
The film clip.
We'll put it into the show. Yeah, that'll be fantastic.
Yeah. Now, as we come out of COVID lockdowns, I note you have a couple of gigs coming up, other than the one at Taree. If I could wave a magical wand, where would you love to perform or travel to next?
Oh, I guess it would still be Nashville, because my trip did get cancelled this year, and I did have a few gigs there and songwriting sessions and awesome things happening. So that would definitely be my bucket list. But I guess I just don't know how soon that will happen, so we'll have to wait and see.
How have you kept in contact with your fans during these COVID times?
Yeah, so I definitely use technology and use social media to keep in touch with all my supporters. It has been amazing, and they've been so supportive during this time. Did a lot of Facebook Lives in my Facebook page and also my group. So it's been really awesome that I've still been able to connect with people through technology, and we haven't been completely isolated, which has helped.
Yeah, now I know you're very big on the socials and live stream. So how do people find out more information about yourself? Live stream you, buy merchandise or music, or follow you on social media?
Yeah, so my website's probably the best place to go. It's just chelseabermanmusic.com, and on there I have all my videos, all my socials, my merch, and also my upcoming gigs. And hopefully I'll be able to add some more gigs onto there soon.
I think everybody wants to add more gigs to their
the ball's starting to roll.
to their web pages soon.
No, that ball's starting to roll.
Sure
As restrictions lift,
When you look at socials today, you just keep seeing more and more people saying, "Hey guys, I'm down at Wollongong. I'm over here in Sydney. I'm up." Brisbane. Brisbane. They're just starting to get out and about again in Queensland. So and Ballina, there's some good gigs this weekend.
Yeah, I'm feeling particularly happy for our friends down in Victoria who have been under a much stricter lockdown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm glad that they're coming out of it too and they can get back to some sort of normal life.
Yeah, we'll put up some links for our audience to click through to your pages. What musical plans do you have next in the music? What about we start that again, Dingo?
Yeah, Dingo, what was that? What did you say?
Yeah, that'll be that. Yeah. So, what musical plans do you have in the pipeline for the next few months?
Yeah, so I'll actually be releasing an EP at the start of next year. So that is going to compile my last 2 singles and 3 new ones as well. So really excited for that, and hopefully that'll kind of get 2021 off to a good start and stay that way.
Well, fingers crossed.
Sounds good.
Anyway, we've been talking to Chelsea Berman about her latest single, Your Call. Make sure you head over to your music delivery service or Chelsea's YouTube channel and give both her latest single, Your Call, and her back catalogue some love and attention. Visit a webpage and social media and like them. Sign up to become a fan. And, so you can keep up to date. What's your fan club's name, Chelsea?
Yeah, so it's called the Bermanators.
The Bermanators.
Yep.
Yeah,
well, that's a new
which
one.
I really enjoy.
Well, to take on a name.
It sounds great. That's a great name. You'll never forget that one when you get told that at a gig.
No, you won't.
Anyway, Chelsea, thanks for having an extended chat with Australian Radio Indie, and we're looking forward to more great music from you. Good luck. Bye for now. Have a safe gig tonight. Take care and stay well. Say hi to Harrison. Is he your driver at the moment?
No, my mum's driving me today.
Okay.
A lot safer.
A lot safer. And I'll get you to introduce your latest single, Your Call.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. I'm Chelsea Berman, and this is my new single, Your Call.
Thanks, Chelsea. Bye for now.
Drink another beer, get a little drunk, then I might be someone that you want tonight. Place is clearing out, music's turned down. Yes, it's time that you call me to come around. I know I should know better, it always ends the same, but I only got myself to blame. And here I am, and I know that you know Prince Charming, and you will leave me first thing in the morning. Once again, I'm gonna be your plan B, just another number on your screen. But having a body there is better than having nobody there at all. And I'll be here waiting for your call. It's your call. Find another girl, I watch it fall apart. Steal another piece of my broken heart. Put it back together, even for a night. Why does something so wrong feel so right? I know I should know better, it always ends the same, but I only got myself to blame. And here I am, and I know that you know Prince Charming, and you will leave me first thing in the morning. nobody there is better, having nobody there at all. And I'll be here waiting for your call. It's your call. Oh, what if I'm out late one night and I'm the one to die? Would you pick up or ignore it? I'll pretend you never saw it. Is this a two-way conversation or just a game playing? 'Cause I want more, but I guess that's your call. And here I am, and I know that you know Prince Charming, and you will leave me first thing in the morning. Oh, once again, I'm gonna be your plan B, just another number on your screen. But having nobody there is better, having nobody there at all. And I'll be here waiting for your call.
Streaming right across the World Wide Web. Australian Radio Indie.
You know what? That's a great song, but guess what?
What's that, Jonesy?
I still got the earworm. Kiss me,
Like
kiss me.
Well, she's got some great
Kiss
songs
me
there.
like
She's
you
got
miss
some
me.
great songs, and that video will be coming out. So that's very lucky that we'll be able to include that video for the podcast.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yep. Now, we've let Chelsea go because she's continuing to drive up the road to a gig.
Up to the mid-north coast, yep.
Yeah, but I thought,
So,
you know what?
yeah, what's your thoughts?
Well, I thought we might then just play her other song. We mentioned it briefly, Wherever I Go. This is a song, as I said earlier on, it's about her moving out of home.
And this is one of her older tracks, like 4 months back.
Yeah, I know. Only a few months back.
Okay.
But in reality, it has a wider theme in that wherever you go, your home is always there. Jonesy, I know you're always giving me a hard time about the amount of travel I do. So this song also appeals to me because, you know what? Your home is where your heart is.
Yeah, that's a very good line. We might put that on a T-shirt.
Yeah?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think
Your
it's
home is
true.
where your heart is. But you're right. It doesn't matter if you live in a mobile home on the mid-north coast or you're a traveller doing the grey nomads and you're out and about doing your thing. You've got your little van and that's your place. And, you could be in an apartment on the beach or you could be in a big homestead out west.
Mm-hmm.
That's your home and that's
where your heart is because it doesn't matter where you travel. You've always got to, I always like to have a home to come home to.
I tell you what I really did love, but when I was in America, is that Midwest. I don't know if it was in the Midwest, but when I went from, say, Dallas to Memphis, and then we cut back up through Jackson, and then back to Kansas, all those areas, everyone was just so homely and loving and likable. It's like a second home. I've only been there once, but I feel like I've got an attachment to that area for some reason.
Yeah.
So that's like where my heart is. That's another home. It's on the other side of the Pacific.
Yeah. So let's get Chelsea. Okay, Jonesy, let's get the song on Wherever I Go.
Make it so.
Make it so.
Wherever I go.
When the fall comes, I'll be leaving home. It's gonna bruise my heart, but I gotta go. Step up, step out into this great wild world, away from all that I know. It's time for me to go, don't worry. door that closes. It's there wherever I go. Wherever I go. Wherever I go, I know I'll be safe and protected, loved and directed by you. Wherever I go, I'll carry the strength and intention, just do the best I can do. It's time for me to go, don't worry. And though I'm leaving home, I'll carry it with me. It's time for me to go, don't worry. And though I'm leaving home, I'll carry it with me. Home's not a place with four walls and a front door that closes. It's there wherever I go. There wherever I go. There wherever I go. There wherever I go.
Yes, that's usually your line. Oh, I like that.
You like that? I like all of her music. So anyway,
Hey, you know what we haven't done at all this week?
we haven't done a lot of things, Jonesy. What haven't we done this
We're
week?
a bit out of format. We haven't looked at this crazy attire that you're wearing today.
Okay, yep. And now,
Is that
okay.
in your schedule, or am I too early?
No. It's about shirt time.
Oh, it's about shirt time. Well, we're definitely looking the.
You need the camera, do you?
I certainly will.
Now,
the camera.
now, perhaps we should do a
I'll
warning.
get camera number 2.
Perhaps we should do a warning because
yeah.
if you don't like spiders, you may not like this shirt.
I tell you what, I met one of these guys last night.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me just do.
Anyway, the inspiration for this week's shirt
Ooh, look at that.
was
And down there, oh my lordy.
was Dave Evans being in Mexico
Yeah.
and with the
Scorpions and Tarantula Country.
Scorpion, Tarantula, Tequila, Margarita Country.
And country music singing sensations all seem to gravitate. Why do they gravitate to Mexico?
I think A, they're looking to escape the law, or B, they're looking for cheap drinks. Perhaps I think in Cancun, but I think a lot of, you were talking before about the Midwest.
Yep.
A lot of people, escape from the Midwest and go down to Mexico for holidays because, you know what? It's cheap in Mexico.
And sunny.
And sunny.
Yeah, doesn't snow in Mexico. Put that on a T-shirt.
Oh, it might up in some of the mountains in the
Don't
Sierra
shoot me
Madre.
down. Don't shoot me down. God,
Okay, it doesn't snow in Mexico.
I'm going to write a song.
You can write that song.
It doesn't snow in Mexico unless you go to where Dingo's been, because he knows some place in the mountains that nobody else has seen.
Well, actually, when you fly from Australia to Dallas, you fly over the Sierra Madres,
okay.
and you look out the window, and there's some quite high mountains there.
Man, you've been everywhere, man.
I've been a lot of places. We keep saying that. Anyway, well, which is linking back to that wonderful song.
I wouldn't mind 10%
Chelsea's.
of your health insurance when you travel overseas. You must have forked out a bit of.
My travel insurance. Well,
How's that go? We're going to go with that story?
No, we won't. We won't
All right.
because I bought I bought a.
Hang on, this is Dingo's rant.
You know what?
Hang on. This is Dingo's escape to the wherever he goes.
Well, I bought a year travel insurance policy because I was planning to do quite a bit of travel this year.
Yes.
And so I used it once and then came back to Australia, was planning, and then I got a letter. That's when the government then closed things down and they wouldn't even let you out of the country. So then my travel insurance company wrote to me and said, well, you know what, you can't use your travel insurance company at the moment. Well, you can in Australia. And I'm going, but I want to use it overseas. Anyway, I guess if that's the worst that's happened to me,
You're doing all right.
That's I'm doing all right.
Yeah, well, you just got to get more insurance next time you, you live at Avoca.
Anyway, thanks for sharing a part of your week with us. Trust you enjoy the music. Check out this week's artists online and give them some love.
That was
just to recap, we had Bryce Sainty with On the Weekend, and, well, it started off a triple play with Chelsea with Kiss Me Like You Miss Me, Can You Just Not, and her latest Your Call.
Nice.
But we snuck an extra one in there. So follow them on social media, stream them, and let them know you heard them on Australian Radio Indie. We'll be back next week with a fresh playlist. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a comment, and we'll mention you. Support Australian Radio Indie TV. Support Tony and Tim at
What's WHER?
WHER.
What's happening in entertainment? Radio. God, this camera.
And if it's safe, where you live, go out and see a gig. Good luck to those who've got gigs over the weekend, and don't forget to buy some merch. Be kind to each other. Stay safe. Have a wonderful week, and listen to some new music. Speaking of some new music,
don't forget to purchase one and don't buy a coffee.
Don't buy a coffee. And speaking of new music, Jonesy, Chelsea was mentioning about writing a song with Melanie Dyer.
So what, you want to play another one?
I know you gave me a limit of one new song, but you know what?
This is about 6.
Well, that's close to one. Anyway, let's get Melanie Dyer on her new release, which is just called 20s. Jonesy, peace and love.
Melanie Dyer. Give me a little background on Melanie Dyer for all the people that don't know her like I don't. Come on, quick, off the top of your head.
Oh,
She's
Melanie
Sydney?
Dyer, up and come. Well, I guess no. She's been around for a little while. Wonderful
country artist,
country pop singing artist. She's got some great songs. I particularly like her song. I think it was from last year, Memphis T-shirt. So Jonesy, make it so. Melanie Dyer, 20s.
Break into a vacant parking lot and make it. I'll meet up, drop that tailgate spot, get drunk on $5 Chardonnay. Run this night like a breakaway. Let's own it while we got this moment. So right now, while we got a little time to waste, let's chase that feeling. Be all about the midnight. Shouldn't have done that. Can't time it down. Freedom. Be reckless on the edge. Get hooked on a high you can only get from loving, living life on empty. 'Cause that's how we do. That's how we do our 20s. We don't have that much to lose, so why not live like rebels running loose? And they say that we should act our age, and we say okay. So right now, while we got a little time to waste, let's chase that feeling. Be all about the midnight. Shouldn't have done that. Can't time it down. Freedom. Be reckless on the edge. Get hooked on a high you can only get from loving, living life on empty. 'Cause that's how we do. That's how we do our 20s. How we do our. That's how we do our 20s. That's how we do our. That's how we do our 20s. That's how we do our. That's how we do our 20s. And they say that we should act our age, and we say okay. So right now, while we got a little time to waste, let's chase that feeling. Be all about the midnight. Shouldn't have done that. Can't tell me down. Freedom. Be reckless on the edge. Get hooked on a high you can only get from loving, living life on empty. 'Cause that's how we do. That's how we do. So right now, while we got a little time to waste, let's chase that feeling. Be all about the midnight. Shouldn't have done that. Can't time me down. Freedom. Be reckless on the edge. Get hooked on a high you can only get from loving, living life on empty. 'Cause that's how we do. That's how we do our 20s. How we do our. That's how we do our 20s. That's how we do our. That's how we do our 20s. That's how we do our. That's how we do our 20s.
Australian Radio.
On. Make it so, Jonesy.
Which one is it? Christmas bloopers, here we come.
I just told you what song it was.
I want you to read it.
Wherever I go.
All right, ready to go?
Okay.
Just ready, set, wherever I go. That's what you got to say.
And you're listening to Australian Radio Indie.
Copy, Captain. So we're going out next
Peace and
week.
love. Yep.
Peace and love, everybody.
Okay.
Enjoy the music next
And
week.
Bye for now. Bye.
I'll get the last say.
Maybe.
Really?
Anyway.
Come on, we got to do something for the bloopers.
For the bloopers?
Yeah, for the bloopers. You just won, Craig. Give me a dingo howl.
I can give you a real dingo howl. I've got it on a stick there.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to use that. That is not bad, my friend. Not bad.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
I know.
I can't give you anything like that. I just got a Jonesy rant.
Jonesy rant.
Bloody possums.
That's all, folks.